Good day, everyone. So, the topic that we will discuss for today is the global migration. But before we start, allow me to introduce myself. I am Fiona Marie B. Secretario, together with my co-reporters, Darren Jan Lanuso and Chester Kirbian. I will be the one who will discuss the first part, the, mig- the migration, migration, and immigration, and the importance of studying migration. First is the migration. Migration is the crossing of the boundary of a political or administrative unit for a certain minimum period of time. The process of moving from one place to another, often to find better opportunities or escape hardships. Migration also refers to the movement of people or animals from one place to another. So when we say political or administrative boundary that we have here, this means that migration involves crossing some official recognized boundary such as the border between two countries on moving from one state to another within a country. So migration can occur for various reasons including moving for better opportunities, reuniting with family members, or escaping hardships. So in the process of moving for better opportunities or to escape hardship, it often happens for practical or personal reasons. For example, people migrate to find better job opportunities or to study abroad for in educational opportunities or to have a higher quality of life. In escaping hardship, kadalasan it is occur because for example, hindi pa siya nagmamigrate. So, naisipan nilang mag-migrate sa other country because dun sa bansa nila is may conditions like war or in natural disasters and in political instability or lalo na sa poverty. So, ayun yung mga reasons why yung mga people nag-migrate sa ibang bansa and naghahanap sila ng better way na quality of life nga. So, this type of migration is often referred to as forced migration. So, the next one is migrant. Migrant is any person who is moving or has moved across an international border or within state away from his or her habitual place of residence, regardless of the person's legal status, whether the movement is voluntary or involuntary, what the causes of movement are, or what the length of the stay is. So, a migrant is a person who moves either permanently or temporarily, usually across border or inside the country. So, when we say inside the country, it is, for example, I am from the province, which is dito sa Bicol, and mag-move ako sa Manila. So, the movement na nangyayari is typically motivated by various reasons, including the need for better living conditions, education, and economic possibilities, as well as the need to migrate sa mga situations like threats, violence, or disasters. Depende dun sa problems na pinanggalingan mong bansa or lugar. So migrant movement can be classified into different types based sa reason or sa destination or sa location na pag-aanuhan. So, economic migrants, it is the individuals who move in search for better employment opportunities or improved economic conditions. So, meron din ng labor migrants, which is yung nag-migrate for work para to support themselves or sa family. So, yung involuntary migrants it is the individuals who choose to migrate for reasons like personal or family advancement. And the involuntary migrants naman is the people who are forced to move due to the reasons such as the natural disasters or conflict. So, The next one is migration and immigration. Migration refers to the movement from one place to another to live or stay temporarily, while immigration refers to relocation to a country or to come into another country to live permanently. So, in addition sa migration, um, migration includes both immigration, which is moving into a country, and emigration, leaving a country, along with other forms of movements, such as yung sinabi ko kanina, internal migration, which is yung moving within the same country. Like, for example, dito sa Philippines, which is from province ka and mag-move ka sa Manila. So, in addition naman sa immigration, immigration is a specific type of migration. It focuses on people entering a new country or region. When someone migrates to a different country and intends to stay there, they are an immigrant in that country. So, para mas maintindihan ng mabilisan, so I will give an example na lang na mas maintindihan. So, for example, I am for example, sa migration, I am originally from the Philippines. Pero, I decided to move from my hometown, which is here in Bicol, to Manila to find a better job. So, this movement na ginawa ko is an example of migration because sabi ko nga kanina, migration refers to the movement of people from one place to another, but it's within the same country. The same country lang yung ginawa ko, and like moving from province to Manila. So, in immigration naman, um, after ko mag-work sa Manila in a few years, I decided to move permanently to yung Canada to start a new life. So, this action naman na ginawa ko is an example of immigration because I'm moving to a different country with the intention of settling there. So, So, importance of studying migration. First is help us understand how people move around the world and why. Studying migration gives us broader understanding of human movement, its causes and its impacts. It also allows us to understand its economic and social effects, such as how migrants contribute to new economies and the challenges of integration. And lastly, it explains how globalization, communication, and transportation advancement enable and increase migration. Next one is allows governments and organizations to make policies and provide support for migrants. So, syempre, kaya very important na may knowledge tayo or the government about migration kasi sila yung gumagawa ng mga policies that so governments can anticipate changes in migrant flows and create policies that address the benefits and the security ng mga migrants and then yung karapatan din nila sa bansang anuhan nila. So, ayun. Next one is help us appreciate the diversity and interconnectedness of our world. So, syempre, studying migration show how individuals from various cultures, origins, and experiences interact and impact one another. So, people can enrich the societies that they join by bringing their distinct customs, languages, abilities, and perspective to new places through migration.
Oops, don't be confused. So, my name is Daranjan Lanuzo. So, migrant, someone who moves voluntarily for various reasons like work or education. So, migrants, people who leave their home voluntarily because of better job opportunities, living conditions, and quality of education. For example, Filipino nurses who flew to Canada because of better benefits and high salaries. So next, asylum seeker, someone who flees their home country due to fear of persecution and seeks protection in another country. So, asylum seeker, people who flew to another country who is seeking protection from persecution in another country but has not yet recognized as kailangan ng protection from the host country, meaning hindi pa legally recognized ng bansa na nilapitan at mabibigyan ng karampatang protection or services mula sa bansang iyon because of pinaprocess pa lang. So, example, dito yung mga Ukrainians. Noong 2022, during Russia's invasion of Ukraine, na lumipat sa Germany and other Europe countries na pinaprocess pa lang ang mga papeles upang maging refugee or legally recognized. So next, refugee. Someone who is forced to leave their home country because of persecution, war, or violence and cannot return. So, refugee, if asylum seekers are not yet recognized, ang refugee naman ay legally recognized na ng country and has been granted protection and services from the host country. So, at first, yung Ukrainians na lumipat sa Germany noong 2022 ay labeled as asylum seekers after their papers are processed and have been approved by the government of Germany. They are officially recognized as refugee and not as asylum seeker, simply because they are already legally recognized of the most country, the Germany. Types of migration. Number 1, international migration. Moving from one country to another to live or work. So, internal migration. Kunyari, si Dwayne ay isang inhenyero na naninirahan sa Pilipinas upang maghanap ng mas magandang oportunidad sa trabaho at mas mataas na sahod, nagdesisyon siyang lumipat sa Japan. Matapos maaprubahan ang kanyang visa, lumipad siya patungo sa Japan kung saan nagsimula siyang magtrabaho sa isang malaking kumpanya ng construction. Ang paglipat ni Dwayne mula sa Pilipinas patungo sa Japan ay isang halimbawa ng internal migration. Next. Number 2, internal migration. Moving within the same country from one place to another. So, internal migration, kunwari, ako, taga Damboa, tapos namastan kong mahirap makakuha ng trabaho dito, nagdesisyon ako maglipat sa Manila kasi medyo madami ang job opportunities na makukuha ko doon. At para tipid, doon muna ako maninirahan. So next, additional concepts. Number 1, push factors. Push factors are things that force people to leave their homes. Example include war, persecution, poverty, and lack of job opportunities. So, push factors. From the word push, these are the factors na tumutulak or nag-uudyok sa tao na umalis ng lugar o bansa. Mostly, ang reason ay, of course, mas mataas na sahod, magandang buhay, or maganda ang kalidad ang ino-offer na edukasyon sa lugar na yon. Number 2, pull factors. Pull factors are things that attract people to move to a new place. Example, include job, opportunities, better living conditions, and political stability. So, pull factors. Dito naman, ito yung mga factors na nahihikayat or na-attract ang mga tao na lumipat sa lugar or bansa. Same reasons, better job opportunities, living conditions, quality of education, and also political stability. When we say political stability, it means na consistent ang maayos na pamamalakad ang gobyerno ng isang bansa. Additional concepts. Push factors. Push factors are things that force people to leave their homes. Example include war, persecution, poverty, and lack of job opportunities. So, push factors. From the word push, these are the factors na tumutulak or nag-uudyok sa tao na umalis ng lugar o bansa. Mostly ang reasons ay, of course, mas mataas na sahod, magandang buhay, or maganda ang kalidad ang ino-offer na edukasyon sa lugar na yon. Next, pull factors. So, pull factors. are things that attract people to move to a new place.